Good morning, everybody. Monday morning, and I've been out of hospital for 3 days after over 3 weeks. So it's wonderful. It's like when you wake up in the morning, and it's a sunny day as it is today here. It's almost a privilege to just be alive. And goodness knows I've had my brushes with death in the past 6 years. Serious brushes with death. Oh, the wind's blowing the doors, the breeze. So I have a lot to be thankful for. Yes, there's a lot of problems and a lot in my life, certainly, that I wish were different, but it isn't. And so I have to come to terms with that and make the best of it and accept that although this chapter and the following chapters of my life are not going to be as I would want them to be, they can be good chapters. I can make the best of them. They might even be better years than I would have had I not had these brushes with death, had certain things not actually hit me like thunderbolts. The illness, Alfie's illness, I wish that could be different. I maybe never would have known just how deeply I do love him had he not been ill. I maybe never would have known that I would willingly give my life for his if it meant he could be well. So even out of those negatives, there does come some positives in a way. This morning, Monday, I'm going to see Alfie, and it's going to be, well, it would have been a month this coming Wednesday since I saw him. That was on his 81st birthday on the 8th of May. So it's almost a month since I've seen him, and a little bit of trepidation there because I hope he hasn't lost any more weight or hasn't gone downhill in any way. I sincerely hope not. Our children have been going, the grandchildren have been going. I've been phoning constantly to ensure that things are running smoothly. So, and I've heard Alfie in the background, and they've held the phone to Alfie's ear, but of course he wasn't really aware. I don't think it was me. Oh, that's a lovely cup of tea. My stay in hospital, I can say, was not positive from the bedside manners of care workers, healthcare workers, to one doctor who wasn't rude or obnoxious or anything, but who didn't do as promised and who brooked no conversation even. Immediately after surgery, when I could have had that conversation or at least mentioned something, he again was in a different theatre or dealing with a different patient. So the bones in my back have not been repaired, the ones I thought that were going to be done, but the pelvis area, which obviously was causing me immense pain, that has been corrected, has been cemented, and boy do I notice the difference. I'm standing straighter. I don't know whether it's even noticeable. That's not me pulling myself in or trying to stand straight or anything. That's me just standing up normally. And I feel that I'm just standing straighter, and I feel taller. I mean, I've lost about 3 inches in height, so if they correct the vertebrae also, I might be back up to my normal height. I don't know quite what I'm going to do about it. The other bones do need addressing. I am still getting, I can't say it's pain, it's heavy ache, and just a heaviness that makes it difficult to cope if I haven't had my medication. But I will say this morning I've had the medication that I need to take, the morphine patches, 170 microgram going into me, 2 patches I have on. They stay there permanently, changed every 3 or 4 days. The gabapentin, 300 milligrams 3 times a day, I've had 1 of those, and paracetamol, I've had 2 of those. That's all I've had. I've had no other painkillers. I've had no morphine this morning, no Oromorph. And before, I was heading for that bottle immediately upon awakening. So it has made a big difference there. I want to come on and do various videos. One about my hospital stay, one about Alfie and the Parkinson's and the Lewy bodies, etc. But I'm conscious of not going too lengthy into that in each video, because people won't want to watch a 30-minute video. Of course they won't. Those 2. And then there is what's going on YouTube with, and I'm not mentioning any channels, but with the reviews. Yes, of course, if you have a YouTube channel, then you're going to get reviews, you're going to get people who don't particularly like you, you're going to get some not particularly nice comments. But there's a difference between not nice comments and comments that are untrue, comments that are downright hateful, comments that will make somebody who is already ill and suffering even worse, comments, as I've had, wishing death upon me and my husband. As far as I'm concerned, that sort of thing should not be tolerated on YouTube, or at least should not be encouraged. Always think, you know, try, even if your life may be not as you would want it to be, which takes me back again to what I was saying initially. Even if you're dissatisfied with your own life, just try to be a little bit kinder to people than you feel that you want to be. You don't have to kowtow to them, you don't have to bow down to them, you don't have to be obsequious and kiss their boots. But just be a little kinder than you actually feel toward them. And if that means that you make a review, that means you aren't really tackling and going in there with real venom, do that. Make a review that's factual, that's witty, that's funny, but do it in a way so as not to encourage hate. do it in a way so as your wit encourages the wit and funniness of other people, not their hatred. I don't know if I'm coming across and making sense. I hope I am. Life is far too short to be like that with people, and I'm a big believer in karma. I think that it may not grab you in this life, it will certainly grab you in the next, or even the next. Nobody gets off scot-free. Just remember that. I'll be back a little bit later. I'm going to go and titivate myself up for Alfie, although all I've done, I haven't had a shower since pre-operation, which was early Thursday morning. I had my shower. Since then it's just been strip washes and dry shampoo. So I took my dressing off my back this morning because it was starting to irritate me. I've taken that off. I don't think anything need go back on there as long as I keep the wounds clean. So I'm going to have a nice long shower when I come back from seeing Alfie, and it's only going to be a short visit this morning. I'm going to gradually, I know people have been saying to me, don't do too much too soon, and you're quite right. I'm very conscious that I am an impatient person, and I do tend to run before I can walk, which isn't helpful for anybody, is it really? So probably my thought for today is do something today, and I've said this before, do something today that's going to make tomorrow a little bit better. And my something today is going to see my husband. That's going to make tomorrow better. I will see him tomorrow also. But also, I'm going to relax. I'm going to go into my back garden with a book or my audio book, and I'm going to lie in my new recliner chair that I think rocks, so I'm going to have to be a bit careful. And I'm going to relax. And you know what? I might take you out there with me. We'll see. And have a chat then. In the meantime, have a great day, everybody. God bless. Bye-bye.